Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll give people time to get in. I'll continue to start getting myself ready for what I got to do today. So I'll give y'all some time. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. Let me adjust this. Hi, everybody. I am going to be trying to get a lot done. And I brought the weed whacker out because I have more to do. Then I just remembered I have to get another coil or whatever the thing is called. So at some point, I'm gonna have to leave and go to Home Depot to get it. And so let me say this: Welcome to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. It's me, Pooh Bear. How you doing? Top of the day to you. Good morning. Good morning. I am gonna be doing more lives now. So what I'm trying to do. Oh, hi, California Roots. Am I trying to move you here when I'm trying to move out there? Hi, Carolina Roots. How you doing? Good morning. It's been a morning already. When you have children, I have children that work at FedEx at the airport, and their schedules are different. So, for whatever reason, normally they Uber. And this morning, the Uber was like Uber ridiculous. It was like $60, and we live like 12 minutes away from the airport. So, I had to do two runs at different times, like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then try to sleep. I'm exhausted, but it's so much that I need to get done. I got to get this raised bed finished. I came up with a whole new concept on how I'm going to do this. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a nice day. Right now we have overcast. I'm so happy because I have y'all up under the tarp. I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you. Let me show you what it looks like. See, I have my lights. So when I'm out here at night, and then a lot of times I'll take my solar lights like these and I'll stick them up here so I can have more light. But right now it's an overcast, and let's just say his sister is happy because me and heat, we're not the best of friends. I overheat too easy. I got too much on me. This stuff be like, woo, child. But it's okay. So the first thing I need to do is pick up my poor little loquat. I don't know how it fell because it's solid inside of the container. But I pretty much have every tree in in the container off the floor. I have one tree left, this loquat tree. The cherry tree, everything is in its place. I just got, well, that's not true because I have to move. This is the cherry tree. I got to move it, but it's already been planted. So I got to get another container. I think I have one over here. I don't. I don't. And I've been trying to figure out, see, where I live, My gate doesn't go all the way to the ground. It has like that much space. And trash, the wind will just bring the trash over. So it's like, yo, this is irritating. But I need to stay focused. I'll get that trash up in a minute. My first focus is to get this tree into its new home. But let me show you. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I see that there's some more people. I don't know who you are. Why don't you give me a comment so I know who you are so I can say good morning to you? Okay, so remember when I was at, if you watched, when went to, I want to say it was Walmart, and I was looking at the different trees that they had when I was, being naughty and buying a tree when I wasn't supposed to. And I saw that they had ambrosia pears, and I was like, I don't even know what it tastes like. I know what an ambrosia apple tastes like. When I came home, I saw that I had an ambrosia pear. How about that? Can you see? Let me see. See, I already had an ambrosia pear. So I have an ambrosia pear tree and a pear crisp and sweet. So what we did is we put some marigolds in, trying to do more with flowers because I'm still a new gardener, new homesteader. And so what I hadn't done is realized I knew that we needed uh, flowers for pollinators. But with my limited space, I kept saying, I don't have space to be planting no flowers. I got to plant all the fruit, all the food I can get. And so then it dawned on me, like listening to more gardeners who are more seasoned than I, because I'm a baby gardener. And I understood that the more flowers that I do plant, the more pollinators will come and the more fruit I'll get. So I said, okay, well, then that's what I'll do. And so then what I wound up doing is starting to learn more about permaculture and everything. And so in learning that, I said, okay, well, why don't I just put flowers where there's space? So putting flowers in here with the different trees, I said I can do that. So like right here, oh look, our little peach is getting bigger. Can you see she's getting bigger? She's the only one we're gonna have. Hi, Bella. I don't have any snacks. You want a snack? See, I would think that she was being mean, but she's wagging her tail. You want a snack? Not yet. You just got up. She's bullying me. There goes her owner right there. Bella, she loves to bully me. Okay. Okay, y'all. Let me put y'all down so I can go get her a snack so she can be. Son, can you go get me a couple of snacks for Bella? I won't put you on camera. They're by the parrots. My daughter Maya, she has two parakeets. Okay, so trying to figure out where to put the cherry tree. Is she so pretty? Oh, y'all. They're in a bag from PetSmart or Petco. They're cookies. Some look like a dog biscuit, and some look like those chocolate vanilla cookies that we eat. Those are actually dog treats. That's my oldest, my 22-year-old. My 22-year-old, he will be 23 next month. Y'all, I'm about to be 46 in September. I cannot wait. Whew, I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, so I don't know. Because the loquat tree, I have to get another tub to put in. So I might just put it on a table for now. Is it PetSmart or Petco? Petco. Okay. Let me feed Bella. See, she right here fussing, waiting on me.
Do you have Bella. Their permission?
Oh yeah, of course. Here, Bella. So let's see how she does. So the focus today is to figure out where these trees are going, to finish this daggone raised bed, and then I'm gonna have to go to Walmart. I mean, not Walmart, Home Depot, to go get the string thing that you have for the weed whacker and cut that side of the grass. And I have a lot of things that are in start containers that I have to get put into their own pots. So it's like what, 8:33 my time. I want to be done by 10:33. I'm not gonna keep y'all that long because that's not fair. But I'm gonna see how fast I can move. So let's see. Get that out of the way. What? Another one? She's a big old baby. Bella, it's too early in the morning for all these snacks. These are the last two. You can just be mad. See, if you didn't know any better, see, see, that looks like the cookies that we eat. That's it, Bella. So I I caught myself making the irrigation for that raised bed right there. And what I learned when I went back and watched the video was that I wasn't doing it. I'm trying, Carolina Roots. I'm trying to get this set up right. Girl, whew, when it's all said and done right. And then we have this hammock right here. I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to pick it up. It's heavy. I'll show you the box. See, we got that. That at some point, I don't know where it's going to go. Maybe I'll move this table for my daughter. It folds up and it has its own travel bag. So it's portable. It doesn't have to be, stationary. It's mobile. So I'll be able to move it. But I'm just trying to get it done. Like today, I'm working from home. So I have a lot of time free because I've already pretty much done everything that I needed to do. That's a blessing. So I went, I went back. That's what I was trying to say. You know what? Let me relax my back because when I picked up the tree, my back had already started hurting. Let me turn you this way a little bit. Okay. So I went back and I watched the video and I saw that I hadn't really done everything properly. So the way that we did it, it could have worked if we would have tweaked it, but why tweak it when you don't have to? So I just went back and reconfigured it. And so what I have to do, the guy that I watched, and I'm going to give you guys, let me find him because he's like, to me, brilliant. Maybe not to you guys, but I'm learning. So I'm like, that's so smart. Like, but let me give him a shout out. And if I can figure out how, I'll put it in the description. Let me see. What is your name, sir? And I've been watching this video over and over again. I watch so many videos. It's crazy. Okay, he is, yeah, hand DIY man 007. HANDIY, capital DIY, then man 007. And so what he said was, I did it wrong. You have to first put your tarp down. So not just the fabric paper, the landscape fabric that I had. So I went out to the military surplus store and I got these tarps. They're 6 by 8 for $3, 2.95 or something. I said, okay, they don't have to be super thick. I don't need super thick because I have to get this to, um, let the water drain out. So I don't need anything super thick. But I'm gonna leave that fabric landscaping paper that I already have down, well, fabric already down, and then I'm gonna put this over it. But I am gonna put a couple of holes in it so that water can come on through. Because what we don't want is for the water to just sit there and be disgusting and stop our plants from growing. And so, one thing that I realized about myself is I may know the things to do, but I don't always know the proper terminologies. So, that's what I'm going to be working on. Okay, so let me show you what I have thus far. Oh, yeah, this is from when we were putting all of the plants. So this right here, I said it before, but in case you guys didn't see it. So this right here was at Lowe's and you got, let me see, can you see? Okay, so it was $20 per tray. So what I said was, I'm not going to do that. I'm not paying $20 for this. So I waited. I waited until it was half price. And so a couple of them were like not so happy, but and it can, oh y'all, let me show y'all this. I get so distracted. Isn't it pretty? I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I love things that are different. It looks kind of like a fall plant, and then this one. I thought they were so pretty. And anything that takes full sun works for me, right? Because everything's out here. So this is what I had going on. This is the proper way to configure it. So that square that I had, that perfect square, that was perfectly wrong. But this is what you're supposed to do. Can you see? Yeah. And then you have the pipe right here. It doesn't have to be this high, but I put it this high and I'm gonna leave it like this. But yeah. So what I gotta do right now is I have to um take this out. Uh-oh. Then I have to put the tarp in. Now, this was the smallest tarp that they had. And I thought that that was funny. Like the smallest tarp that they had was still too big for what I needed. But let's see if I can get you guys more downtown. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is fold it in half because it's still too big. And I don't want to have to um, try to cut it. Or maybe I'll just fold the sides in. I bought 4 of these this size, and then I got a really big one. Hi, Bella. Hey, girl. See, she likes me now. I give her treats. Now she's my friend. You know what? Let's see. And I need to pop my comfrey into a bigger pot because it's looking sad. Because it's been in that pot for over a year. It's not growing like it wants to. And I realized that that's my fault. Yeah, she's getting doubled. Because then I have to staple this in. So I'm going to not make it look janky. I want it to be functional, but still look good. I'm going to try.
I'm ready any day now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing this. Well, my doctor said that if by Friday,
You're having a boy?
a girl.
You're so well because you're ready because
Yeah.
you're so low.
Yeah, my mom thinks I'm high, and I'm like, I feel very
No,
low.
you're
Family
low.
tells you, oh, you're still high.
Yeah, they're like, the baby's not coming yet because you're still high, and I
If
have
that's
like,
high,
yeah,
I would
don't know
hate
what
to
low
see
is.
what your low was
Yeah.
because
Yeah, no, I have a doctor's appointment this Friday, and the doctor said that if by Friday I haven't had the baby,
They're
he's
gonna
gonna
induce you?
me. Yeah,
Right.
so I'm
I've
hoping
been
that all
through
these
that.
walks help. Yeah,
no,
I
you know
know,
what to
so-
do. You know what to do.
no. No,
Okay,
it is
so
our first baby.
let me tell you, I'm live right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a baby YouTuber. I'm a new
Oh,
YouTuber.
okay, that's
So
nice.
this is gonna be a little not PG. So when we had our first child,
Mhm.
I had preeclampsia, pregnant woman's high
Oh,
blood
okay.
pressure,
Yeah, yeah.
and so I had he had just got out of boot camp. So this is back in '95. Okay,
Okay.
no '98. I'm sorry. This is back in '98. And so what the doctor said, because I went in for just a doctor's appointment, she was like, your blood pressure is 210 over 110,
Wow,
and I was
high.
like, oh my gosh. And she was like, yes. She said, so what I want you to do, because we were in Chicago, because he was in A school. Like he
Oh,
had just
okay.
graduated, so now he was in A school to learn his trade. She said, I want you to go back to your dorm and I want you to, like you never had
Yeah.
before. And she told him, I want you to give her as many as you can because that reduces the blood pressure and causes a lot of stimulation
Oh,
to
okay.
help produce the baby.
Oh, okay.
So you go make her very, 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 very happy.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's good to know.
Yes, I'm telling you,
Yes.
it worked.
It worked.
We wound up having C-sections, but that's because my body won't. But it did put me into labor, like I
Into labor?
dilated.
Oh, okay. Well, for my last checkup last Friday, I was already 3 centimeters.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I've advanced any this week because I'm seeing him till this Friday. But I'm hoping I am, and that I hope that at least by 40 weeks it comes in on its own. Like I was just waiting for 40 weeks. That way I don't have to get induced. But
Go do your job, Daddy.
Yeah.
Go make your wife happy.
You have a good one.
You too. Bye. That was a little sidebar. But that is what happens. My kids, I tell them all the time, I say, you guys better be really good to your mama because you tried to kill her. Because they would make my blood pressure so high and then decide that they didn't want to come. Like with my oldest, they induced my labor for almost 72 hours. It was over 2 days. Yeah. It was like close to 72 hours. And so their dad was really upset with the doctor because he felt like because I was a plus size woman, they should have given me more Pitocin and more magnesium to get um, my cervix and everything together so that I could have natural birth. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. I had 6 C-sections. I have 6 babies. I had one miscarriage with twins. I'm 45. I'm still here. I don't know. I was claiming that I was 46. I said, since my mom died, I'm just all messed up in the head. My aunt was telling me that I was 45. I was like, no, I'm 46 because my mom would have been 40. My mom died on the 17th of January, and she would have been 60 on the 24th of January. And so all I kept thinking of is, no, my mom will be 60. So I'm 46. And then my aunt said, but you were born in 75. And I was like, yeah. And it's 21. She was like, but you haven't had a birthday yet, Alana, not until September. And I was like, something is wrong when you don't even know how old you are. I said, okay, I gotta pay more attention because I'm too young to be going through memory loss. Then Lady Led was like, get some ginkgo. She uses ginkgo biloba, and she was starting to get. She just got herself 2 trees, Lady Led, and so I said, huh, okay, maybe I need some ginkgo biloba because this is not good. So I ordered some, and it came, and I'm like, yay. Help me with my memory because I remember all the stuff that's irrelevant, stuff that has no purpose in my mental Rolodex, but it's there. And so if I can't remember how old I am, I'm not even gonna blame that on the loss of my mother. Now you guys know my whole disclaimer is I'm not too focused on aesthetics. I'm focused on functionality. This tarp is getting on my nerve trying to make it look decent. Let me see. So I take it out and just fold it. 3/4 of the way. Let's see. It's too big. So even if I no, that's not gonna work. See, things that shouldn't be a big deal are a big deal, and things that are big deals I can handle with no problem. So okay, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna just cut it. Y'all, I think I'm gonna have to go change my shirt. So if I do it like this, Carolina Roots, you have any suggestions? Because I'm struggling. Oh my goodness. Anybody have any suggestions? Because the tarp is winning and I'm losing. Now, the way the guy did it in his video, it was all tucked in on nice and good looking. Like he had practiced it and had it just beautified. And yeah. Mm-mm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna staple it. I'm gonna put the pipes in. I'm gonna put the soil in. He used gravel to cover the pipes. I don't have any, but I watched other people that did it similarly, and they didn't. I have grass from the weed whacker on my arm, and they didn't. I'll use gravel. They just put the dirt down, the soil down. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let me see. Did anybody give me any suggestions before I start? I tried to fold it in half. Okay, let me try again. Hey, Lady D. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Let me try to fold it. Okay, folded it in half. It wasn't long enough. So let me see. If I do it from right here on one side, and then if I fold it, and then I don't want it to look all bulky and ugly. But then if I make it low enough, the soil is gonna cover it and nobody's gonna see it. So I don't care, right? Right. I don't know. That's the problem. But I'm not my best friend. My best friend, Nessa has Vanessa has OCD really bad. I have baby OCD. Like it'll irritate me for a minute, but if I can't make it conform to my demands, I ask myself, how long am I going to sit here and deal with this when there's other things that I can be doing? And I'll get over it and then come back to it. Okay. Huh. This is okay because the soil is going to cover that part. So now let me just fix it over here. So this is the trial and error, the learning portion of this. When it comes time to redoing the other raised beds, I'll be ready for it. I just want it functional, and it is that. Because this is taking up too much time from everything else that I need to do. Because I still got to leave, go to Home Depot, and go get the little coil thing for the weed whacker. And then come back and whack the weeds and the grass. Okay, yep, that's it. I'm tired. I'm tired already. I woke up sleepy. Okay. I'm not going for aesthetics, y'all. I'm not. I'd be lying to you if I said I was. The guy was like, and if you go to watch his video, he's like, and let's straighten it out so we don't have any wrinkles in the. I don't care anymore. Obviously, he's much better at this than I. I don't care. So, we survived Mother's Day. I did good. I kept asking myself, How are you going to handle this? You know, first Mother's Day without my mom. I'm so grateful to God. And let me give a disclaimer. I am a child of the King. I love my God with everything in me. If that offends anybody, I don't apologize for it. That's my belief. And if you don't rock with God like that, that's okay. It's not my journey, not my situation. It's yours. Just don't knock me because of my belief, because I'm not gonna knock you for yours. And we can be cool. So as I was saying, I thank God that my mom died really close to Mother's Day because it's done. I survived my first Mother's Day. And it was such a blessing, y'all. My kids got me so much, and their dad did too. And my daughter, she kept saying, I want to apologize in advance for your Mother's Day gift. So I was like, that doesn't sound really good. And she was like, no, it's going to make you cry. And I was like, I'm trying to find the wood so I can staple. And I was like, it's going to make me cry. And she was like, yeah, so I apologize in advance. So I'm sitting here going, okay, okay, it's going to make me cry. Okay. She took, my mom was like the photo taking queen. And she was like a hood celebrity. My mom was a hood celebrity here in Compton in Los Angeles. Everybody knew her because my mom was with the get down of the get down. My mom was a rapper. My mom used to be a pop locker back in the day. My mom was a gang banger. My mom was everything. So, why is it making that noise? You hear that? It's okay, whatever. And so, a lot of people knew my mom. And so, you're leaving?
Yeah.
You going to your what is it called? I always say it wrong. What is it called?
It's called Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Okay. Love you. He does Muay Thai, which is like karate. What is it? Karate, taekwondo, and what else? Jiu-jitsu mixed together?
No, it's none of that. It's like it's just like punching, kicking, like knees and elbows, or like karate could. Karate's like more like bouncy a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Muay, Muay, Muay Thai is basically kind of like regular boxing, but with kicking.
So it's like the beginners to kickboxing?
No, kickboxing's not really a real thing. That is a rule set.
A rule
That's
set.
that's all it is. Like karate's kickboxing, because like it's literally just punching and kicking.
Okay.
Yeah, but Muay Thai is more kickboxing's more limited than Muay Thai actually.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's like less like legal strikes and stuff, and they don't teach grappling at all. Well, like grabbing is condemned for kickboxing. Muay Thai, you can grab someone by you can grab someone by like the back of their head, pull them down, knee them in the head, and then grab them by like their head and their shoulder and trip them and just toss them down like as hard as you can.
Okay.
That's allowed. Kickboxing, you can't grab anyone.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Muay Thai's worse.
You're so smart.
No. That's basic knowledge for the people that no,
Right. It's not smart. It's not smart.
no, that's
But it's
basic.
okay for me to think that you're smart.
I didn't do anything worth an arrow.
You're okay. You didn't to you. I wouldn't understand it. So to
You
me,
don't watch fighting. You don't
I
study
don't.
fighting.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't like it anymore. I used to.
It's not for everybody. It's not.
I mean, I like to watch it because who doesn't? But I don't like what it does to people's brains and body parts and stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this much. The two most unsafe things for like combat sports and all that, it's boxing and pro wrestling. Because pro wrestling's just you like tossing like your body around. That's bad for your head. That's bad for your neck. Bad for your back. Bad for your knees and all that. Terrible.
Yeah,
Boxing. What part of the body do people usually swing at?
your head.
Yeah, it's the head. And in boxing, people will get punched in the head like 300 times in a single night.
Well, see,
It's
this is
awful.
why I feel the way I feel. I'm sorry, having a conversation with my son. This is what I feel. Why I feel like I feel Uncle Steve when he played at Tuskegee.
Yeah,
He was the quarterback.
yeah,
He hurt his back. Well, his body. He not necessarily hurt it, but when he got older, he could feel it from his football days. And he said, "Pooh
yeah,
Bear, if I would have known back then what I know now, I would have I would have played golf."
yeah,
Because it's so less strenuous on your body. You
yeah,
don't have all the pain and everything. So that's what I look at. What you're
yeah,
doing when you're young, you're out, you're playing all these sports, you're doing all this damage to your body. When you get older, your body pays for it.
yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. That's what made me not like
yeah.
it
Mom,
anymore.
mom.
Yes.
Fo- Football players,
Hmm.
knee problems, knee problems, head problems, neck problems, things like that.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's my whole thing. That's why I didn't want you or Jeremiah really playing it. That was my whole thing. And then looking
Jay
at,
still wants to play.
yeah, he does. Well, thank God we're in COVID and we're homeschooled anyway.
He wants to go for the summer.
Y'all see my face? I'm like, wait, what?
No, he legit wants to play.
For who?
I don't know.
I mean, you homeschool, boy. And he graduates next year.
Yeah,
So that's a whole nother conversation that I was not ready for.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But footballs, people slamming their like entire bodies into each other.
Right.
Yeah. Also, for fighting body shots, you can literally pop an organ like for example like the spleen and the liver. Those just pop like grapes
I'm
sometimes.
talking, but I'm trying to put this back too. You can do what now?
You it's common for people to suffer organ damage from combat sports. Like people like get like punched or like kicked, busted liver, like busted spleen, stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that's a
No.
thing.
I believe it, but no. Okay. You go, son. That's my 22-year-old who will be 23 in a couple of weeks. Okay, so now that we have it in, let me show y'all what it looks like. It is totally janky, but it's going to be functional. And see right there, I stapled it a little too bad. It's a little low, but the soy is going to cover it. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So I'm putting myself out here because we'll see. If it foils, I might not string this. Let's see. Can you guys see? Okay. Okay. You guys see the water coming in? All right. It didn't go. Oh, I guess I didn't give it enough water to go all the way around because I don't see any water coming out from over here. So maybe it needs more water. Hmm. When he did it, he had a lot of water. So let's see. Let's see. I got a plan, y'all. I always got to have a plan. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find a bucket that still has water. Oh, here we go. I'm like, I need a bucket that still has water. Okay, but wait. Let me get it to where you guys can see it. Let's see. Can you see? Okay. It's going around. I'm trying to see. He said to make sure that it's levered right so that it will go through. So now, I don't know, you guys, if I didn't do something right because it's not coming in over on this side. But I'm still okay. Oh, something on my arm. I'm still okay because as you see, the water is here. The water is in there. So even in doing it that way, it's going to keep it to where I only have to water it like once a week. So the water will keep the moisture because of the tarp. So even though it's not flowing all the way and I got to figure out what it is, why it's like that, but guess what? That part I'm over with. I want to put in soil in. I think I'm gonna give it a couple of slits just so that we don't keep too much water. Oh no, it's draining. Yay! It's draining. Let me show y'all. See, it's draining. So I don't have to put any slits in it. So it's doing what I needed it to do. It's gonna work out just fine. Super cool. And then the thing that I was loving about this is that I feel like it's gonna serve two purposes because up under here I have a lot of the starts. So the starts to get watered. So it's a win all the way around, right? So this is the last of the soil I had got. I'm such a mess. Watching watching gardeners and they're saying um, buy some of the soil locally so that you can support your local nurseries and everything. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense because I want to recycle the dollars in my community, right? Because like for me, this is the thing. For me, I live in South Central Los Angeles. There's not a lot of places that you can go. Like LA, where I live, there's no Home Depot, there's no Lowe's, there's not a lot of places that you can go. So if you don't go to your local nursery, you're kind of screwed. So I was like, okay, let me go to my local nursery. So I went to this one nursery and he sold me 20 pounds of soya for $6. So I was like, okay, cool, bet. Then I'm watching Grow Family Network, and King is like, I'm using this Kellogg soil, patio soil. It's from California. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I've been using it all along, but I didn't know that he was from here. I said, I was already supporting my local nursery. Okay. That was so funny to me. So now, when we had emptied out this, I had a Zor, Diamond's friend, I had him empty it out. We put it into the 17-gallon tubs. So this is ready for me to just dump. Oh, yeah. I did do it right. So now I don't have to worry about the tub for the loquat tree, because this is the tub for the loquat tree. I did it right, y'all. Okay. Where is it? Right there. So, can you see? Here's my big pile of stuff. So, in here, now this just came right out the bag, but in here I have blood meal, bone meal, chicken manure, and um, the Kellogg's, not a min, but the patio raised bed soil. So I'm just gonna mash this down. Y'all don't know how happy I am to be done with this. I'm so happy I stayed the course, y'all. I wanted to give up so many times. It was like so many obstacles. For example, we didn't have I didn't have the right staples. Had ran out of staples and didn't know it. Then it was didn't have a tarp. It was I didn't have a saw for the pipe. When I got the saw, when I got the pipe, got the elbows and everything that I needed. But then it was just, what was the next obstacle after that? It was, oh, it didn't have, no, I had the gutter. It was something, I can't remember, but I remember, y'all, I was so frustrated. I was like, I'm about to cry. And I did cry a little bit just because of the frustration of trying to get it completed. And it kept just every day, normally when I come out here, I'm just getting off of work. Sometimes I don't even make it into the house because I know that if I go in a house, it's a wrap. So just coming out here and trying to get things done can be a pain. 1 second. In the yard. In the yard. Okay. I'm on my computer. What time is it? Okay. Sorry about that. Had to take care of a little business. That was one of my clients that I care for. And today we decided, because I have to take her to go handle her business, take her to the dentist and everything, because normally I have to be there at 8 o'clock, but we changed the schedule today. So I'm able to be out here and get stuff done. So I'm about to put a lot of stuff up in here, y'all. All these plants I have ready to go in here. And I don't remember what I was saying. Who's on here? Hey, Grover J. Kiki? Who's Kiki? Oh, okay. Yay! Hey, urban girl in gardening. Okay. Ooh, did I just get soil in your face? I'm sorry. Let me dump my laptop. But y'all can see. Whew, I have to get that air can on this. So yeah, I was just like, I'm just over it. I'm just gonna tell everybody I wasn't able to figure it out. I'm done. I'm tired. Because it was just one obstacle after another. But that's what I was saying about me. When it gets too much, I'll walk away from it, calm myself down, then I'll, continue it. So I started this project a while ago and it's taken a long time, but she got her done. She's done. She's functional. She may not be the prettiest, but she's done. So now is what are we going to put in her? Now, I have a couple of things. A couple, it's not a couple. I have some things that I have already ready for her. Some things I bought, some things I grew myself. This is coriander. Now, I was trying to figure out, and I don't think I'm going to put this over here because I have that other, it's the 3.5 by 4 foot that I think I'm going to make my herbs. So coriander's not going in. I'll set her there for now because I want them to really be okay with moving all around. So I was wondering if I should put my melons in here. And I think that's not a smart idea. I think I'm gonna put that in containers. Now this is the thing. Do I really want a tomato plant to be in this raised bed? No. What are you? Zucchini. Zucchini is another one that needs, and see that's the problem. Everything that I have, for the most part, maybe I'll just make this my herb garden because I have a lot of herbs. Let's see. Nope. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that from scratch. That is 12 inches, a whole foot. So I think what I'm gonna do with this raised bed is I'm gonna grow some grass. Let's see what we got here. Y'all, when I went to replenish my seed haul that I had, hey, I said, let me figure this. Girl, dedication. Let me see. Grandma J, hey, Roots, Kiki, listening while work. Hey, yes. Thank you, persistence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dedication. I have to be because you know what? Like I say, I have 6 kids. So I'm teaching them a lot in this. I'm teaching them that no matter what, you got to keep going. I'm teaching them that it is important to know what you're putting into your body. And I'm teaching them that you can do it. It may be frustrating. You may get, you know, irritated and stuff, but you keep it pushing. So we are going to do some mustard greens, a little bit of mustard green. And that one is the Florida. That's the leaf. Okay, because I got to make sure. You know, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that some grew on like a tree, and then some grew like a bush. I didn't really know the difference because I was new to this. So now I have to be wise. So we're gonna do a little the blue dwarf curled kale, and then I have some red Russian kale right here. We're gonna just do it. And then this is some more kale. We're gonna have different types of kale. I'm not gonna plant a lot because I know that it's gonna grow out. Then we'll just use this. This is arugula, lettuce, and spinach. And I don't want to use a whole lot because I wanted to have a space to grow. So that was mustard greens. We're gonna do a little Georgia Southern or Creole collards. We're just gonna put a little bit of everything in here. So we can have some red kale, some mustard, some collard, a little blue kale. It's big enough. It's a cube. It's 3 by 3, 3 feet wide, 3 feet um, each way. But what I no, I don't have to put flowers. Do I need to put flowers? Tell me. Do I need to put flowers if I'm just going to be growing a bunch of leafy vegetables? I don't think so. But if you guys know and you can comment on it, let me know because again, I'm new to this, and I have my little um, tag so that I know what I'm putting. But we still got to get more squash, and I have squash over there ready to go. But I'm gonna have to put that in containers because they're gonna grow. But I came up with this new, not new, but new to me idea on what I think I'm gonna do with my low raised bed for my tomatoes and my squash. So that won't be today. I'm not even gonna lie. That won't be today. I got to get this in. The sunflower fire catcher is so pretty. Y'all, when I lost all my seeds to the water, I don't know if you guys heard me say this, but I'll say it again. I had a really big grocery bag, like a Aldi's bag, stuffed full of different seeds that I had accumulated from like last year to this year. And I had it outside because I live in South Central Los Angeles. When does it rain here? We might get 30 days of rain out of the whole year. So to think that it's going to rain, yeah, no. And so turnips, there we go. And so I had them all in a bag, in a 5 gallon bag. So it rained, and I didn't remember that I had it out here. When I came out, not only was the bag full, but it had been sitting in the water. So it was just like for over a week. So I was like, well, maybe some things have sprouted or something. No, because it was just drenched. And so I had to start all over again. So I don't know if you guys know Ashley Stewart. Y'all, look, Can y'all see this? Let me put it close. I want to grow these, not that I think they're pretty, but I feel like it looks like a brain. That looks like a brain to me. So because it looks like a brain, I want to grow it. But let's go ahead and put some seeds in to the soil. Yay! I'm getting stuff done. Ooh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm getting stuff done. Okay, so we have the red Russian kale, the collards, cauliflower, the collards. I'm gonna put a little turnip, a little mustard, a little kale, some more kale. That doesn't belong there. And then we're gonna do some lettuce. I am gonna make a raised bed that is dedicated just to lettuce, but it won't be today. It'll be in the near future. And that raised bed, since we're much better at it, because that'll be raised bed number 6. It's only gonna be like 2 feet by 2 feet, or 2 feet by 1 foot, or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes. So this is what I'm gonna do. Now I'm happy that I'm doing this on here because I have a habit of forgetting what it is that I grew. Now, see, I just put a few pellets out here, a few seeds out here, and I'm gonna drop that right there. I'll put a little bit more, just a little bit. It looks like, let me see, can you see? They're really tiny. I don't know if y'all can see, but, and then I'm gonna cover that up. And I'm saying I'm happy I'm on here so that I can know, oh, well, dang, they all just spilled out. I'm not putting them back. We'll have some more kale over here as well. That is kale premier. I'm gonna scoop it up. Yeah. Okay, kale premier is done. So we'll put some curly kale over here. And then there's still, oh, there goes our airplane. There's still some more things that I want to do to these raised beds. I saw how you can make like a perimeter for your vegetables to keep them safe from the bugs and everything. So it kind of like is a dome, and you can put like tulle or a thin fabric cloth, just something to keep the bugs away. But the problem for me with that one is I feel like you're going to keep the beneficials away as well. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. So this is the curly dwarf kale. I'm going to put it over on the side, under a little bit, right there. So let's see. I put it right here. And I'll put a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just drop it. Cover it. I know you awesome gardeners out there already know I'm the one that's new to this. Not super new. I used to garden on a very small scale here. But then after a while, management told me that I couldn't because they felt like I was going to attract rodents. Well, let me say this. I've been here since, this is the turnips. This is 7 top that I'm putting right here. I've been living here since 2009. I've never seen a quote unquote rodent. What we do see are squirrels. So if my garden was going to attract a squirrel, okay, then I'm guilty. But rats, mice, possums, things like that, never, ever, ever have we ever. So after going back and forth over the course of some years, they finally agreed to allow me to garden, but that I had to, I'm going to do it in the middle. I had to do it in containers or raised beds. Nothing could go in the soil. I said, bet. You ain't said nothing but a word. I will definitely comply, and I'm grateful. So now I just planted the kale red Russian. So that's done. Now I'm gonna put some mustard greens up in here. These are the Florida broadleaf. So just making sure that I don't have any trees. I don't want any poles because that'll be too high for this raised bed. And I was even thinking about putting some carrots, and I might plant. I'm gonna leave a little area open for the carrots because this is a 12-inch container, and I have some carrots that are not that deep, like maybe 6 inches. So I'm gonna plant some. I'm gonna leave a whole little area. So now these are the mustard greens I just put in. I'll put a little bit more. I love greens. So why don't you guys do this? Tell me, how do you guys cook your greens? What do you put in your greens? Do you put smoked neck? What is it? Smoked neck bones, or ham hocks, or turkey, or potatoes? Yeah, potatoes. My uncle used to put potatoes, but even like with his turnips, he would put turnips in. I didn't know that there was a difference because I was a little kid. Thank you, Carolina Roots. Yes, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. I don't ever remember to say that. Thank you. I'm gonna have to make you a what's it called, a moderator when I get to that status because I'm not there. But thank you, Carolina Roots. Yes, because I want people to know. Let me tell y'all, my only reason for doing this is not because I'm trying to make a name for myself or nothing like that. My main reason for doing this is I have health ailments, and that's my son. 1 second. Still got to be a mom. Yes, baby. Um, can you go make sure for me? I'm almost done down here, but I'm live. Tell them what I said, and then text me and let me know. Okay, thank you. I'll take care of it. Still gotta be mom. So back to what I was saying. I started this YouTube channel because I've been watching for years, right? Everybody else. And I made a decision that I wanted to show people that if you live in the city, like me, I live in South Central Los Angeles. If you have health ailments, I have arthritis from my neck all the way down to my feet. Um, and I have, what is it called? See, it tells you, I got to start taking that ginkgo biloba because I have brain farts. Neuropathy. I have neuropathy. So with that, just like how I was lifting the tub, stuff like that, it could put me down. But I take my vitamins, I take my herbs and everything. Oh, what did you say? Smoked turkey, and sometimes mixed with kale and collards. Yes, and dandelion greens. Now, and I'm gonna get back to my story in a minute, but I didn't know that because I'm in South Central Los Angeles. I didn't know that you could use dandelion greens because they act like dandelions are the devil. And if you see me, you're supposed to pull them because it's a weed and it's no good. Da 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 da. I started researching dandelions and learning that they have the cure for certain cancers and everything. I said, it's a lie. They forever lying to us. The things that are good for us, they tell us are bad. And the things that are bad for us, they make it cheap for us to get. Yeah. So I love dandelions too, growing with Jay. Yeah. But back to my story. So I wanted people to understand that just because you live in the city, it may seem like it's a little difficult, but you can make it happen. And that if you don't have a yard where you can put stuff in the ground, you don't have a backyard, or like Tamika with Mississippi Girl, she changed it. I can't remember what it is. Mississippi Girl gardening and savings in NC, I think it is. She's like me. She has a bunch of buckets, and I think we all have a bunch of buckets. But she can't put anything in the soil either because she is renting. So we made these raised beds and we use these buckets, but we're still growing our own. And I felt like that was very important for a lot of people to see. And then also to know that just because you have health ailments, that doesn't mean that you still can't do it. You can do it. And also, I wanted to show my sisters that yeah, it is good if you can say, "Oh, honey, can you do this?" or "Honey, can you do that?" and it just magically gets done. But if you don't have anybody to do it, then you can do it yourself. Figure it out. So that's why I have my tools. I have my own jigsaw. I got to do a little dance because I was excited when I got that jigsaw, y'all. And I have my own drill set, and now I got my weed whacker, and everything because we can do it ourselves, and it may not get done in a expedited fashion, but so what? It's a journey. It's not a marathon. I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we can still get it done. And I just want people to understand that it doesn't really matter what you do or don't have. It's what you use, what you have, how you use it. So for me, I have this little yard. Y'all see, I got stuff over there I got to take care of. Look at all that stuff over there. I still got that. That's the first raised bed. Now, that one right there is 5 feet by 4. I got to get over there and I got to tend to that and everything that's on that pallet. When we first got started, we built that first raised bed. I went out and I bought 2 pallets. Now, I had been watching people and they were saying, talk to different places. They give pallets away. They give them away. Well, nobody was giving them away. So I bought them. I bought them for $10 or $12, something like that. I bought 2, one there and one behind me. And let me show y'all this tub right here. You see this blue tub? There's a guy that sells them, the drums. He sells those for $5. So I said, because I don't have a lot of space, let me be smart and go ahead and I bought them from him, and I could like plant a lot of stuff in them, right? And I grew carrots in there and everything. And I might put some more in one of those too. This is why I got to get out of here. You hear it? What time is it? 9:42 in the morning, and the helicopters are already out. South Central Los Angeles. Okay. Anyway, so I started buying those. So we have 4 right there. Then we started making more raised beds. This yard, the owner, the water sprinkler broke like 3 years ago. And so they capped off our water. So I've never been able to use the water hose. That's why I use buckets to water everything. I said, wait, let me go. Like the button, smoke. Okay, colors. Oh, thank you, Carolina Roots. Thank you. Hi, Chain Breaker's Garden. It wasn't. Rome was not built in a day. This is so true. So, another disclaimer: be patient with your girl. I'm dyslexic, so I read the wrong thing all the time. Be patient with your sister. Okay. Oh, I said I was gonna put some carrots in here. I want to see how the carrots is. So let me find the carrots. It might be in another bag. But anyway, we just started building and building and building because I understood. You know what? Should I plant a cabbage? Is it the season? No, not yet. September. So just trying to figure out like you know what I can do, how I can do it. We just started building, building, building. Um, I might put some footage on. I have it on Lev Farmer 73's his Facebook page back when we first built the first raised bed. But I have a little video and I might post it showing you guys. It was like 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago when we were out here. It was me, my daughter, uh, their dad, and my god sister out here building that first raised bed. And my daughter, yeah, because she was 10 at the time, she's out here with that drill, putting those screws in, you know. And I'm teaching them this because I do understand that one day I'm not going to be here. But I want my girls to know, I want my kids, but my girls to know that there's a healthy way to there's a healthy way to live and that you can use a tool just like a guy. Not to say you don't need a guy, because I'm never going to say that because you need each other. But if there's nobody around, that doesn't mean it doesn't get done. That just means you do it. And so I'm trying my best to bring that to their understanding. Y'all, I can't find my carrots, and I have a lot of carrots. It might be in my other bag because I'm seeing everything but carrots. Okay. So, yeah, I want everybody to know it's okay. And I mean, I may not be able to feed us everything from scratch yet. I mean, like the chickens you hear, the chickens you guys see, those are not my chickens. I wish, but my management tells me that we're not allowed to have animals. We have parrots, but they're in a cage, so that's okay. But to have chickens, we can't have chickens. We can't have cats. We can't have dogs or anything. And it's okay. It's not my property. It's their property, so I respect that. But God is so good. I can't have my own chickens, so He sends me chickens, and then they still come over here, and I feed them, and they poop for me, and I see them. They even come into my raised beds. I found one on top of my raised bed. I was like, "Oh, good. Give me some fertilizer. Give me some nutrients for my food. Yes, thank you." Now I'm the only one over here that likes these birds because I got people that want to kill them. People threatening to eat them, but whatever. Let me find these seeds. Okay. It might not even be in there. That's a lima bean. I can't wait to do this squash. The honey boat. I gotta do that burger mom. I had all of these. They just look so pretty. Sweet meat. Priscilla Bio. I don't know. I might say it wrong. Lucata. Lucota. I just think, look at that. That is so pretty. Never seen it before, but I'm gonna try it. Red curry. Curry. And our friend the mustard. Oh, here goes another mustard and another mustard. This one is the Mizuna. What is it? Mizuna and fennel. But I'm gonna have to figure those carrots out. I'm not gonna fixate on it. It'll take a lot of time away from what I need to finish doing. I'm just about done for what I wanted to do right now because I got to get in there. My kids got to get online, and I got to get ready for my my client. Got to take a shower and get dressed. Let me see. I think I found some. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the carrots right now, but I will say I'm excited. This is up and running. I'm gonna give it some water. I'm turning all around looking for the bucket. The bucket's right next to me. So let's put it in here. It sounds like when you're in the pool and you're underwater and you can hear the water draining. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit. All right, so that's done. So now the only thing left for me to do right now before I leave and go get the, what is this thing called? If you know what this is called, please. Hey, Juicing with Jay, how are ya? Good morning. What is this thing called that goes to the lawnmower? I don't know. This cord thing. When I bought my weed whacker, it only had one that came with it. So apparently I used it all. So I got to go get some more. What did you miss? Okay, so we finished this raised bed. Let me show you. So what we did was we had taken up all of the soil and put it into here and another one. And then we put the tarp down. I made a irrigation so it can be like somewhat self-watering. Like I'm gonna put something on here to where it'll just release water once a week or whatever. But so what we did was we put the soil in and I planted a lot of different greens and stuff in here and moved the tree around, found a home for a tree, a temporary home. And now I'm about to take, oh, that was the cherry tree that I got. Now I'm about to take my loquat tree. And if y'all know how to handle this loquat tree, tell me. Because I don't like, can y'all see? Oh, it's taller than me. But if you can see, the leaves are burning and I didn't wet it or anything. I don't know if loquats are not supposed to be in full sun all day or what because everything is in full sun. What I'm about to do right now is put it in a new home because I'm thinking maybe it's just time for a new home for it. So I have that last bucket. So I did it good. I got that last bucket. So I'm about to put it in its new home. So I'm gonna bring y'all down a little bit so you guys can see what you say. Thanks. Yeah. String trim line. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. So, okay, I'm about to fill this up. So I'm using the Kellogg's organic, what is it? Kellogg's organic uh, potting, raised bed and potting mix. Now, the problem that I always run into is I fill it up, make my mix, take it out, take some out, and then put the tree in. But I got to get all the mix together first. So, of course, I got to use my chicken manure. And then if I have a lot left over, that's fine because I still have a lot of other things that I need to put into pots. So now I'm going to use a little bone meal and a little blood meal. So I've been learning, what is it, the NKP, nitrogen, what is it, nitrogen, phosphorus, that's not right, and calcium. I can't remember, but this one, oh, okay, we're on right now. This one has 1 part nitrogen and 25, oh, phosphorus, yes. So 25%. Then this one has 14% nitrogen. So I won't put any 511 in here because it has everything that it needs. So I just put a little bone meal. Smells like dog food. A little blood meal. Get my shovel, mix it. So what I'm learning, I wanted to wait for the airplane to go by. For those of you who don't know, because I know everybody on here is already gardening experts. Y'all know way more than me. I'm learning. But what I learned is that these are slow releasers. So it will feed your plants for some months. So I thought I might have to feed them like once a month or something, but that's just too much. So I'm learning. Now that I have it good and mixed in, put it in here. Not all of it, just some so that I can put the tree in. And then this will give the roots an opportunity to stretch itself out. And then the next time I deal with this, I'll be putting it in the ground in my new land. that I will have by my birthday in September. That is the goal. Okay, now I can mix the soil up a little bit more. Okay, let me see. Will you come right out? Yeah. How about that? Now, see, I was thinking, oh, yeah. I don't know. Let me see. If you guys can see the roots, they're brown. They don't look white. I hope that's not a bad sign. If I plant this in together, maybe it'll stay. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I put the scissors. Can you guys tell me how often am I supposed to feed? How often am I supposed to feed the carrot, the corn? Because I haven't put any 511 in it or anything since I planted it. Because I'm thinking it might be time. Looking for the, oh, here it is. Did anybody tell me? You feed yours weekly. Okay. Hey, Juicing with Jay, how are you? Good morning. You know, it's only 10 o'clock out here, and God is good. On the day that I got to go into work late, I have such an overcast that it feels like it's the evening time, but it's hot out here, though. Okay. Every other week. Okay, so once a week, every other week. Okay, well, let's just say they need some food because it's been a minute. Can you get the girls up? They're supposed to be testing right now. Selena and Maya. Thank you. Okay, so now when I come back, I'll water it. But the tree is in the soil. Yay! So if you guys know what to do about my loquat with these leaves looking like this, I don't know if it's that it needed to just be in the soil or what. I have a bag of worm casting tea. Let me show you. I think my daughter moved it and I can't figure out where. It's not under there. But I have some stevia. So I think I'm gonna put some of this stevia. Just water it. They will look rough. Okay, for a time. All right. Add the slow release in the soil. I did. Um, I don't use Miracle Grow because oh, it's organic. She has it. Um, huh? Yeah, she had her laptop. Okay, you said, oh, the organic waters. Bella, you already had your snack. Okay, I'll check that. I'll check that out, Jay. Um, should I put the stevia over here with the greens since I have that spot that I was gonna put the carrots? What you guys think? Oh my gosh! So we're having a little bit of wind, and the bag that I had the other elbows in for the raised bed fell out the bag. Out of nowhere, scared the mess out of me because I know it's not supposed to be anything behind me. I'm like, what in the heck? Okay, so back to what I was saying. Should I plant some of the stevia over here with the greens? Would that kind of conflict itself? Like greens and stevia together? What do you guys think? And while you guys let me know if I should put the stevia over here, I'm gonna go ahead and put this tree on a table. But where? Oh, I guess I'll leave it over here. Okay. Yep. Oh, I was thinking this was my last table, but that's not necessarily true because I still have this one, and I think it's so pretty. I bought four of these from Five Below, and I can put like four 5-gallon plants on it or buckets because I still have to keep that size. This side of the yard has to be for my family. So I'm gonna move this chair right here, and I think I'm gonna just set this table up right here. I was like, why is it not opening? Because this is still on it. And there we go. And in a little bit, I won't have any trees here because my aunt, she lives in Apple Valley, California, where I'm trying to move to. She told me I could start bringing my trees to her house. She has 4.9 acres of land, 5.9, something like that. And so she has a lot of area that I can start enjoying myself on. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I have some trees coming in from Starks. Now, I'm trying to give them an opportunity because, like Les said, up until recently, they were doing him right. This is my first experience with Starks, but and I didn't want to use them. I did not want to use Starks because I feel like if people that I'm listening to are having problems with you, why would I want to, work with you? But Isons doesn't. They don't ship to California. Yo, you guys, and I was trying to get a Berkey. There's two states that they don't ship to: California and Iowa, I think it was. So I can't even get a Berkey. And we all know that the water in California is horrible. So why wouldn't you send the state that has really bad water? Why can't we get it here? California and their stupid rules. Okay, so now I can put this up here. And it will be, everything will be off the ground, off the grass. Go there. Now, the thing is, like I said, every time it looks clean, I get stuff cleared out, I mess it right back up because I have more stuff. Um, I'm gonna have to go buy a couple more of these tables because I have a lot of stuff that needs to go into some buckets. So, still not done, but it's okay. It's coming along, and that's what's important to me. So I know that one day soon I'm gonna be able to come out into this yard and be proud of myself. But what I'm gonna do, let me get my chair. Let me see what y'all are talking about because I do need to give my back a break. Okay, so let's see. Let's leave. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. You on your way to work? Make that money. Don't let it make you. That's what they always say. I agree. Don't chase it. It's great to have. Bye. She's one of the moms that was here for the Easter egg hunt with the kids. Let's see. Just what are they? Okay, yeah. To be honest, I'm using what I can to get my hand. Yes, I like rabbit compost. Rabbit compost. Now, if you guys saw the video where I was with my son, I think it said J goats and chickens. When we were there at that farm is in Compton. And what she showed us, she had some rabbits. I guess at one point when I move, I'll get some rabbits. We'll see. Um, because that's interesting. I've been afraid of rabbits because my mom's friend, he had a rabbit when I was like 12 years old, and I was feeding him like a long thing of lettuce. And instead of him biting the lettuce, he bit me. And I was just like, and I'm over rabbits. But moving forward, my daughter, she wants bunnies and she wants gerbils, and my glasses are fogging up. She wants all these different kind of animals, and I've been getting away with. We can't have those here. The only thing she could have, she's had fish. She's had a lot of different kind of Oscar fish, and we had 15-gallon aquarium for her. That's my baby, my 12-year-old. She's had those. Now she has two parrots, two parakeets. One is blue. His name is Omelet. One is green. His name is Nugget. That's my Maya. So she's been wanting guinea pigs and everything, and I've just been, oh, we can't have pets. We can't have pets. Sorry, we can't have pets. I've been able to get away with that. But now we're gonna be moving. And they have a long list. My daughter Diamond, my 20-year-old, she wants pigs. I do too. I want pigs. So we're gonna have pigs. We're gonna have chickens, definitely turkeys, ducks, probably some quail. And if I can come into some good money, we'll have a horse or two. But that's down the line, maybe 5 years from now. But we want to get some rabbits because I saw that there's some benefits to having rabbits. And see, that's the whole thing for me is I don't want to just have stuff to have stuff. It has to have a purpose. So definitely having chickens and turkeys and stuff, there's a lot of purposes for them. For one, we eat them. For two, they can make you money and everything. But when it comes to like the goats, the reasons that I want goats is because I make a lot of different skincare products, and I sell them, have a business for them. So a lot of times I have to go to people and purchase their goat milk, and their goat's milk is expensive. So my mind tells me I'm the type of person that I'm like, well, I can do that myself. For example, this garden. I can grow these plants myself instead of paying you all this money and then you only give me a little bit and then it's sprayed and it's hurting me more than it's benefiting me and everything. No, let me make it myself so I know what it is. Um, if you go into my YouTube page, it's Cecile's Descendants, and I'm gonna make a Cali homesteading with Pooh Bear. But right now it's just my regular one, Cecile's Descendant. If you go on there, you can look at my pictures. You'll see I made my daughter a guitar cake. Her theme was rock star. So I bake cakes because I got tired. I had 4 kids at the time, and I was like, I'm spending a lot of money because I do big birthdays for everybody's birthday. Everybody gets a big birthday celebration because by my mom, I'm an only child. So, and I wasn't raised with my siblings. So my family always gave me big birthday parties. So that's what I do for all of my kids. So when you have 6 kids, at the time it was 4 kids, 4 kids plus their dad, and then my mom, and then all my cousins, because everybody gets a big birthday party with me. So I was doing a lot of buying cakes, and I was like, let me take a cake decorating class. I already knew how to bake cake, that was nothing, but decorating. So I took a couple of those Wilton generic at Michael's classes. And from that, I started a business, and I used to bake a lot of cakes. So I did like hamburger cakes, the big cupcake cakes, the pops, all of that stuff I did. But for Maya, I made her little hamburgers. And so it was just yellow cake that I designed, made it round and then put brownie in the middle, so it looked like a hamburger. And I put different like strawberry flavoring in and stuff, so it would look like ketchup and all that fun stuff. But I made her a big old 3-foot guitar, and it was big. It was heavy. It was a foot and a half. I had to get a special box for it. I mean, not a foot and a half, a full sheet and a half. So it was a big, big boy. And so I was like, I can do that myself. And that's just my personality. I want to do stuff myself. What are you saying, Carolina? Let me see. To be honest, okay. You can always put on small pots. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I put it in that big pot, so it's gonna have to tell me where it wants to be because that's the same thing that happened with my papaya. I had my papaya over there by the where that tomato is, where you see those two poles sticking out. Let me see. Can you see it over there? I had the papaya tree over there for 2 years, and it was always okay. I put it over there, and I don't know if it didn't like the shade or whatever. Like it was sitting right there where right there where you see my little peach tree where the grass is coming. No, over there. Yeah, right there. That right there. Yeah. So it just started withering. Let me show it to you. I'm like, what's wrong with you, baby? See, right there. Look at it. It look all sad. And I thought, okay, if you can see behind me, right there, there's a Mexican papaya tree. What I have is a Mexican papaya tree. So when I saw their leaves doing that, if you can see, I said, okay, well, maybe it's just going to sleep. But when I went to the garden that I went to off Avalon Nursery, he said, no, it's sick. So before I throw it away, because I still see leaves growing off of it on the bottom. I don't know if those are suckers, like trying to, or like what it is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm trying not to give up on it. So I just moved it from over there. I said, well, maybe you don't like that area. I'm gonna put you in full sun because what I'm thinking is it maybe it wasn't getting enough sun. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I'm gonna let it figure itself out. But I think that is all for right now. I'm about to go take my shower, get dressed, go to Lowe's, and get what is it called again? I can't see it, but that cord, the string to feed my weed whacker. Go take my client to do what she needs to do to the dentist and all that good stuff. And then later on tonight, I'll be out here using my weed whacker, and I'm gonna have to stop at Five Below and go. Thank you, Carolina Roots. This is what my third live. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this once a week because it's so much that I want to be able to show people, like how to make soaps. I think it was Juicing with Jay that was asking me. I think it was you that was asking me about how I make my body butters and stuff like that. So my daughter was like, Mom, don't tell them how you do it because that's your business. But for me, I feel like this. If it's gonna bless somebody, God is gonna always take care of me. I'm not tripping off of that. I am a person with dry skin. I'm a person with dry scalp. So the reason that I started my business is because the same daughter, we have eczema. She had it really, really bad. It was taking out her hair. My mom had all of a sudden out of nowhere got psoriasis. And we were like, how you get psoriasis from nowhere? But the doctors were putting her on all these creams that had hormones and steroids in them, and it was making her legs turn black. They thought it was diabetes, but then they saw it wasn't diabetes. It was her skin was like scaly, and her hair was coming out. Like I've always had thin hair because my biological father has thin hair, but my mom's always had thick hair. And so I have a cross between them, like on the top and on the sides, it's thin. And my edges, they've always been like that. That's just who I am. But in the back, it was thick, like my mom. So I had my dad on the front, and my dad on the front, my mom in the back. When I tell you that psoriasis was taking my mom's hair out so bad that her whole head looked like my top, it was just like, whoa. So I started doing some research to figure out like what I can do. And I started understanding that there were ways to combat it. So I started getting eucalyptus and tea tree and shea butter and mango butter and cocoa butter and avocado butter and getting the jojoba and olive oil and all these different things. And I started making a grease. It started off with just a grease so that she could put it on her head to see what would happen. And in 2 weeks, my mom's head, her scalp was clear. You leaving?
I left I had a couple pieces of salmon, so I left it out on the sink. Instead of buying some, I got 2 pieces in there.
Okay.
I'm about to go get some asparagus
Ooh.
and
Salmon and asparagus.
uh-huh.
I do get to get some of that bounty, right?
Huh?
I'm getting some, right?
Oh, my food? Yeah, you want some, Anana?
You know, I don't need a lot. I just need a little bit.
All right, I'll be back.
I'm getting some asparagus and salmon. Yay! I'm excited. Um, Lady D, when she comes over, she be taking care of me. She be hooking me up. That's my girl. I love her. She helps me out. That's my girl. But what I learned was the grease really worked. It cleared her scalp up. And then I told her, I said, well, start putting it on your legs and start putting it on your arms. And it was like breaking her face out. Her neck was looking bad and everything. And so it just started clearing it up. I'm telling you, she looked like Aquaman's sister or mom or something. And then it just started clearing it up. And then I learned that turmeric could bring your, take the darkness off. So I put a little turmeric in there and everything. And I'm experimenting on my mama, y'all. So I was like, and my daughter, I'm like, well, what do we have to lose? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I had to make sure it didn't conflict with her medication because she was diabetic, and that was fine. And so from that, when I saw that it worked, oh, and it had beeswax in it and everything, and so it just healed her up, and it healed my daughter's scalp up. My daughter had like circles of balding spots because the psoriasis, and she would just itch and dig and pull her hair out and everything. And I started putting the grease on there, and it started growing her hair. She has thick hair too, like her dad. And so it started growing her hair back and everything. And so then I started, well, let me make a butter because, you know, you don't want to just put grease on your body. So I started figuring out how to make body butters, and it switched into that. And from that, I was like, well, let me make a conditioner. That's when co-washes started getting really big, like 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So let me make a co-wash. So then I started a co-wash. Mind you, all of this is for my family. Then my neighbor started using it, and she started telling her friends and everything. And the next thing I knew, I had a business. I was like, okay. So people are buying it. So I'll send a little bit here, a little bit there, and everything. Then people started asking for shampoos. So then I started doing my research on what kind of shampoo I wanted to make. So I like black soap. I use black soap. I use Castile soap, but I put a lot of my things in it. For us being dry people, we have to put the moisture in, and we have to put stuff in it that's going to retain moisture to keep our hair from breaking off. And that's what used to happen. Like my hair would grow so far and then it would break off because I wasn't properly moisturizing it and keeping it nourished. So I had to realize how to do that. So what I want to do is start teaching everybody what to do, how to do it. Oh, bye, Jay. Bye, growing with Jay. So what I had to learn was how I could go ahead and do all of this. And before I knew it, I had a business. So I'll tell you guys more about it, but I'm going to slowly start incorporating. Maybe we'll do like once a week, how to make a shampoo or how to make a body butter, how to make a shampoo bar, how to make a lotion bar, you know, all different types of things, because these are things that we can do in our own homes where you can use what you have. You don't have to go out and buy a lot of stuff. A lot of people have like basil and turmeric and bay leaves and honey. You know, you might have to buy you some goat's milk, but okay. But a lot of the ingredients, even if like if you want a really nice, soft good moisturizing soap or shampoo, and you don't have a problem with lard, there's a way that we can make that. And oh my gosh, Dove ain't got nothing on that. But I'll show you guys how to do a lot of the different things. And we'll start doing some cooking tutorials and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll figure it all out. But I'm gonna let you guys go because it's 10:28 now, and I gotta be out of here by 11. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. As Carolina Roots said, click the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Okay. Thanks for tuning in with Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. Bye bye for now.